Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. CM Punk has rekindled some old friendships since returning to WWE last year. He recently reunited with fellow Raw star Rey Mysterio on a live show for the first time in 11 years. The two men last teamed up together on the November 26, 2013 episode of SmackDown to face The Shield and the Wyatt family in a 12-man tag team match. Punk and the Mysterio family are no strangers to each other, as the two veterans were involved in a deeply personal rivalry in 2010. In an infamous segment that fans still remember to this day, CM Punk and the Straight Edge Society crashed Rey Mysterio's daughter's birthday celebration. The Second City Saint sang happy birthday to Aliyah and made her cry. The feud between the two men culminated at Over the Limit when Mysterio defeated Punk in a SES Pledge vs. Hair match. A lot has happened since the two men last shared the ring. The Best in the World is back in his old stomping grounds as a babyface. Last night, CM Punk showed up during the WWE Holiday Tour live event in Baltimore to unveil himself as Rey Mysterio's mystery tag team partner against The New Day. The straight-edge superstar continued his winning ways as he hit Kofi Kingston with a GTS to pick up the win for his team. After the match, Punk carried Mysterio on his shoulders to celebrate their reunion. In the ever-changing world of professional wrestling, where rivalries are as intense as they are fleeting, the idea of a reunion between long-lost colleagues can send shockwaves through the industry. Such was the case when CM Punk, the outspoken and polarizing figure who left WWE under a cloud of controversy in 2014, reunited with WWE legend John Cena after 11 years. Their reunion wasn't just a surprising moment in the world of wrestling, it was a moment of reflection, nostalgia, and a return to something larger than both men. A larger-than-life story that captivated fans of all ages. The anticipation. A decade of silence. It had been 11 years since the two superstars last shared a significant moment in the WWE ring. CM Punk, who had left WWE abruptly, had since become a household name, first for his outspoken nature and later for his successful run in UFC. Meanwhile, John Cena, the perennial face of WWE, had transitioned from a full-time wrestling career to Hollywood stardom, becoming one of the most recognizable figures in entertainment. Despite their careers diverging, one thing remained constant: the intense fan speculation surrounding the possibility of a reunion. In the years that followed Punk's departure from WWE, the bitterness between him and the company was palpable. Punk had famously aired his grievances in a podcast with Colt Cabana, where he discussed everything from creative differences to health issues to his departure from the company. Cena, on the other hand, was frequently caught in the crossfire of fan debates, with some expressing frustration at his constant presence as the face of WWE, while others lauded his dedication to the brand. During these years, Cena and Punk's relationship remained somewhat strained. Though there were rumors of reconciliation and mutual respect behind the scenes, nothing concrete ever surfaced. Punk, a polarizing figure in WWE history, often kept his distance, while Cena focused on building his Hollywood career and establishing himself as a global icon. The long-anticipated reunion came unexpectedly at WWE's 2024 Royal Rumble, where both superstars were on hand to take part in the annual Battle Royal that pitted 30 of the company's finest against each other for a chance to headline WrestleMania. Fans were already buzzing with excitement over who would return to the event, but no one expected what was to unfold. CM Punk's name had been circulating for weeks leading up to the event, with online rumors of his possible return growing louder by the day. The former WWE champion had been spotted at various locations near WWE events, and many believed it was only a matter of time before he would make his long-awaited return. However, when Punk made his appearance, it wasn't just his entrance that left fans gasping. It was his interaction with Cena that set the wrestling world on fire. Cena, who had been preparing for his match in the Rumble, was in the ring when the familiar sound of Punk's theme music blasted through the arena. The audience erupted into an uproar as the man who had walked away from the company more than a decade ago appeared once again. Punk made his way down the ramp, his expression unreadable, as if calculating how to navigate the complex landscape of emotions surrounding his return. As Punk entered the ring, he immediately locked eyes with Cena. The crowd collectively held its breath as the two men stood face to face for the first time in years. The atmosphere was thick with anticipation. Would they fight? Would they brawl? Would the unresolved tension from years of animosity come to a head? But instead of exchanging harsh words or throwing punches, something far more unexpected happened. A gesture of peace. A gesture of reconciliation. The crowd went silent, unsure of what to make of the moment. Cena's hand hovered in front of Punk, a quiet yet powerful acknowledgement of everything they had been through together, and everything they had yet to finish. Punk, whose facial expression betrayed little emotion at first, slowly reached out and shook Cena's hand. For a moment, it felt like time had stood still. Fans around the world held their breath as the two most iconic figures in modern wrestling shared a connection, not through words, but through actions. It was a moment of mutual respect, the weight of which seemed to shake the very foundation of WWE. For those who followed WWE closely, the history between Cena and Punk was rich and layered. Their rivalry had been one of the defining storylines of the early 2010s. Punk's rise to prominence coincided with Cena's dominance at the top of the company, leading to a series of confrontations that became the stuff of legend. At Money in the Bank 2011, CM Punk's victory over Cena in his hometown of Chicago was a moment that would go down in WWE history as one of the most thrilling, unpredictable matches of all time. Punk's pipe bomb promo, in which he tore into the company and the establishment, had added fuel to the fire of their already intense rivalry. Yet, despite the animosity, there was always a sense of respect between the two men, even if it was never fully acknowledged on screen. The post-match tension had carried over for years, but it was clear that each man's career was shaped by the other in some significant way. Cena, often criticized for being the face of WWE, had found in Punk a challenger who pushed him to the limits and gave fans something fresh and exciting. Punk, on the other hand, had gained recognition and prominence as the rebellious anti-hero who went against the grain of WWE's corporate machine, something Cena could never fully align with. Though their paths had diverged in real life, with Punk choosing to leave and Cena focusing on his entertainment career, the underlying connection between the two had remained. The handshake at the Royal Rumble was only the beginning. The wrestling world was left wondering, what could this reunion mean for the future of WWE? Was it just a moment of nostalgia, or would it lead to a full-fledged storyline? In the weeks following the event, speculation ran rampant. Was there a potential tag team match in the works? Could Cena and Punk come together to take on a common enemy? Or was this the first step toward something even bigger, perhaps a confrontation at WrestleMania? Regardless of where the story goes from here, one thing is certain: the reunion between CM Punk and John Cena was one of the most unexpected and emotionally charged moments in WWE history. It marked the end of one chapter and the beginning of another, a new era for two of the greatest superstars to ever step into a WWE ring. And for fans around the world, it was a reminder that in the world of professional wrestling, anything is possible, even the reconciliation of two fierce rivals who once defined a generation.